There's almost nowhere else in the country I can think of where people and nature are so kind of complicatedly interwoven with each other. You're never far from civilization or from the middle of the woods. And I think this trail presents a phenomenal cross-section of that. My name is Ben Cosgrove, and I'm a musician. I write music about landscape, and I drive around all the time writing and performing it. I grew up in New England, so I have, for one thing, I have a sort of unshakable, irrational obsession with this place. So it's almost hard for me to look at it objectively. There's nowhere else in the country that is like this. I started playing piano when I was very little. We moved into a new house, and the previous owner had like an upright piano they didn't want to deal with, and so we sort of just inherited this thing. So my parents found me piano lessons with a woman in the next town over, who turned out to be sort of exactly the perfect person for me to study with. And I took lessons with her for the next 14 years. So I started writing music when I was really small too, and it sort of quickly became just the way that I would kind of work through my thoughts about whatever I was interested in, musically or otherwise. So later on, like in college, when I discovered that I was really interested in landscape and geography and place, it was very natural for me to just use my music as a way to kind of work through these ideas and figure out how I thought about them. I've written a lot of music about places and landscape. It's never occurred to me to write something that you kind of about moving through a sequence of them linearly like you do with a trail. New England has meant a lot to me through my whole life, so I'm really excited to be working with the New England Trail as its artist in residence for the next year or so. I think the ways in which musicians are useful sort of not only for this but in life is that in the course of giving performances and like playing in all sorts of weird spaces, you create opportunities for people to kind of get together and think about the same things as a group for, an hour, wherever that may be. And that's one of the things that has attracted me to this job from the beginning, and it feels a million times more gratifying and fruitful when it's sort of in the service of something bigger than just the music itself.